It's time for Full of Shit Friday! We're gonna watch some slop and make your day. The slop will flow, but that's okay. Because it's Friday, Friday. Gotta watch slop on Friday. We're gonna Friday, Friday. Gotta watch slop on Friday. We're gonna
Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? I see Mike is dancing, and Congo is meowing, and that's what we're needing. Ooh, a dab. That's what I take those as. Right, guys, Temu-Shoe returns for another react to a real shoe video today. I hope I can react with grace. Yeah, I was going to start with with some funny stuff that we could just watch, and that would be, just the way we kind of get into it. But actually, I've left the funnier stuff for the end of the stream as a palate cleanser, because I think this is actually going to be quite a serious video. I have not watched a second of it. So, yeah, that's the reason I want to get straight into it. And yeah, considering the comments that I've read, yeah, Shoe gets pretty serious in this. So let's see. You were promised slop. Where is the slop? Listen, the reaction bit, the fact that I'm reacting is the slop bit, okay? That I'm not diagramming it. I'm not analyzing. I'm just commenting on it. But I guess that's what I do when I diagram, is I'm commenting on it, but I'm at least taking notes. Now I'm not. It's a big difference, guys. So yeah, we're gonna do this. I have not watched it. Have you guys watched it? In chat, not many of you here. So, but yeah, I think some people were saying they had watched it this morning. Yeah. So, yeah, the slop comes later, Congo Chris. We'll make you feel bad, and then we'll make you feel good. Yeah, we'll do that. I saw it yesterday, okay, because it has been out for 15 hours, 768,000, what's the name, views. We've got here for member for 2 months, Paffy. Consider this a super delegate for Dorky. So what you're giving, you want Dorcas to have some sort of vote from earlier? Super delegate. Oh, you're delegating it to Dorky. I watched it last night. It's pretty good, not the usual comedy. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure she gave it the actual grace that it deserves. But yeah, apparently she goes over the responses to her tweets. Just to go over, like, my initial reaction to her tweet. We initially, Bima had said last week that she deleted the tweet after people gave her feedback, but she did not. The tweet in which she said, "This is not the left that I'm part of." She rejected that, and that's exactly what the right is asking of the left. And of course, that's what, as we know, that's what the left is asking of the right. So, yeah, condemn the extremists no matter what, and separate yourselves from that political label. We spoke again about it during the Think today, about the smearing of a political label, where it's like, where they take the worst part of a movement, or not even a movement, the worst part of a political label, and they go, oh, that is a representation of all of the people in the Republican Party and all of the people in the Democratic Party. And that's how the temperature rises and rises. But I think what Shoe did by stepping out is and saying this is wrong, and knowing that people were going to give her crap. I think that is brave, and that's what she needs to do. Stunning and brave? No, but for real, it is, because she's not just sitting back and letting it happen. She's using her platform. 2.3 million subscribers. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, let's get into what she has to say. So what's up? It's incredible to watch someone being alienated by leftism in real life. This is how a lot of people, I used to say, like, the left eats their own, but this is, that's like because they're the left eats their own in terms of the idea that no one's ever far left enough. I guess she does refer to that in her tweet that she brought out during this Charlie Kirk thing. But it's actually her rejecting the left. She is saying, I'm done with you. In terms of, I'm done with that label. Her ideas are not changing. She's not suddenly going to now be the extreme of the Republicans. It's just that, yeah, I think that we need to learn from that, and in our own personal lives, set ourselves apart from extremists and give people grace who separate themselves from extremists. Right, so she's pretty distressed by the whole thing, not in part because her husband is a neo-monarchist accelerationist. Okay. I mean, I don't watch her husband much. Does he still post things? Paffy, if they did it to Charlie, it's not a massive leap to assume she is also in potential danger. Well, now that she's also, okay, cool, that thing, she would now be in danger. This is true. You're saying, and also, I suppose people could pretend, oh, she's scared of the extreme MAGA right. Let's actually just take her word for what it is. Let's see. Hey, Sherry, good to see ya. She's used to getting crap from all the sides, yeah. That's true. Metatron is going to do a video, he said, about her. He found it quite funny that she was, I don't know why Siri thought I was talking to her. Metatron did a video on Destiny, and then he just mentioned the shoe as an example of how people reject moderate approaches, or the approach to bringing down the temperature in political rhetoric. Yeah, that was an example. But he did laugh. So I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, but then he tried to clarify. He's like, "No, he likes Shoe." So anyway, we'll see what he does. He'll probably drop that video next week, especially considering she's now added this. Anyway, let's go. Ooh. We need this a bit louder, please, ma'am. Okay. All right. On September 10th, Charlie Kirk was giving a talk at Utah Valley. Let me know if the video is too low or too high for you.
University. And out of nowhere, he was shot dead, live, in front of a bunch of college kids, in front of his wife, and his 2 children. And I don't think the country is ever going to be the same. Not only because of this horrific tragedy, but because of everything that followed. The dark, disturbing realization that we may not be on
Thanks, Sherry.
the same page as our coworkers, classmates, friends, neighbors, doctors, when it comes to the issue of murder. I was crashing out on Twitter.
Sorry. So things are going to be different. I think everybody, that's why I know it works brand-wise to call it a turning point, because he had something called Turning Point. But yeah, this seems to be a turning point in at least online political rhetoric.
Everything that followed. Not only because of this horrific tragedy, but because of everything that followed. The dark, disturbing realization that we may not be on the same page as our coworkers, classmates, friends, neighbors, doctors, when it comes to the issue of murder. I was crashing out on Twitter a few days ago, just stream of consciousness posting about it with runoff.
I like that.
on sentences and everything. 4 days later, I have a clearer head, but I still feel the exact same way. So we are going to talk about...
I'm glad, because I would have hated for people's responses to her to have made her recede and step away from her initial statements. That's why I was really shocked, and upset when I thought it had happened that way. So good on her for standing by it.
What happened, we're going to talk about the aftermath, and then we're going to get a little personal, because frankly, I don't see the country the same anymore, and I know a lot of you feel the exact same way, so we're going to talk about it after we talk about everything else. Charlie Kirk was not a healthcare CEO, he was not a powerful politician, and let me be 100% clear, I'm not saying this to say that it's okay when those people are murdered. My point is that those...
Yeah, that was one thing when I read her post where she's like, he's not a CEO, a healthcare CEO. I'm like, yeah, that guy didn't deserve to die either. That's not how it should work. But yeah, I'm sure that's not what she meant in any case, and here she's made it clear.
Are positions of power that most people cannot relate to. Like, the average person is just so far removed from that world. But I think what happened to Charlie is hitting differently because, like I said on Twitter, he was just a f***ing guy. He was a f***ing podcaster. He was a guy who talked about politics.
Yeah, so there is more of this. That's why people have gone into this thing of I'm Charlie as well. It is easier to feel like what happened to him could happen to you. So of course that people lean into that worry.
He was a guy who had conservative beliefs. Not everyone knows a billionaire CEO or a powerful politician, but they do know somebody with conservative beliefs.
There you go. That's the combination. People are like, oh, but he had a direct line to the president and whatever. No, it's like, but he still had these beliefs and he was talking about them. And there are people that have those beliefs. And now it's kind of like the message that goes on is the people that have these beliefs don't deserve to live. Message.
They know somebody who holds some or many of Charlie Kirk's opinions. Because despite what people in their little bubble believe, his core ideology and what he believed is the same shit like your conservative boomer uncle on Facebook posts. You can only disagree with this if you are unfamiliar with Charlie Kirk, or you are unfamiliar with the many different branches and different ideologies of the right wing.
Ooh, yeah. You don't expose yourself to it and you just think that the right wing is this big monolith and there is no nuance in it. Everybody is Nick Fuentes, essentially. That's that is the idea. If you're not familiarizing yourself beyond clips of things, then you are going to lean into this idea that, oh, okay, so if he espoused these ideas, then he must be a nationalist, a hardcore nationalist, even a hardcore Christian, that wants to put church, back into everything and all of that. So take whatever you think, the worst you think of that side of the movement, and apply it to everybody that somehow has that this label right wing. Basically, you take the far out, okay, and you just go, oh, sorry, you put the far in. You go, here's someone who's right wing. Well, they're far right. There you go.
Now, don't get me wrong, Charlie Kirk had many bad takes over the years. Like, for example, the two most popular quotes I see people posting are the one where he advocated for stoning gays and black women are too stupid to be pilots. But guess what? Both those...
Yeah, I hope she's going to explain that both those things are wrong. that those are literally taken out of context. When somebody hears, and I agree, when you hear taken out of context, you immediately go, okay, well, that's cope. You're trying, there's no context that can make this sound better. There are many things you can say that context doesn't make it better. So I understand, but then the point is we need to look at context then. So if somebody says you're taking it out of context, go and look at the context and say your context doesn't change it. Like Hassan tries to say that, and it's like, no, it's still bad. Sorry, I looked at the context. It's still bad. Thanks for that, though.
those things, the two most popular quotes people are posting to justify this guy being murdered.
Yeah, again, justify him being murdered as well. So it's like, okay, beliefs about those things, now you must die. Just let that sink in. Like, a mean person just must die.
Are out of context, but idiots like Stephen King ran with it, then later had to apologize for spreading.
I apologize for saying Charlie. I didn't see the actual apology. I just knew that he apologized. I apologize for saying Charlie Kirk advocated stoning gays. What he actually demonstrated was how some people cherry pick biblical passages. Okay. We demonstrated that? Okay.
Misinformation about a dead man. These people will build a straw man of you in their minds. They get so fucking mad about it that they celebrate the real you dying.
Ooh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful quote. These people make that. Just let her say it again.
In their minds, they spreading misinformation about a dead man. These people will build a straw man of you in their minds. They get so fucking mad about it that they celebrate the real you dying.
Are you celebrating the death of this boogeyman in your head, the straw man that you built up, and not understanding that you are celebrating a real person dying? I love that framing of it, that turn of phrase for it. Really enjoy it. And yeah, this actually reminds me of the Metatron video, because he did it. He spoke about Destiny, and a lot of what Destiny said in the way he phrases things, he goes, "Oh, this is not a real person with real beliefs." There was this weird phrasing that he uses. He says, "You're not even a real person. You're not a real." Very strange, right? But that whole idea, it makes so much sense. That idea of just, this is just a big monster in front of me. It is not a living human being that shits and farts and pees and does things that I do. It's just not real. So when that person dies, we just don't have any. He's literally Hitler for them. So they just like, yeah, of course. Like again, you kind of come back to the gravity of somebody just being celebrated for being killed in a horrific way.
Horrifying. But more importantly, even if everything was in context, who cares? Oh, he said this. Oh, he said this. I don't care. There are many things he said that I disagree with. There are many things he said that I think are bad. Who cares? It is just a fact that nothing he said warranted his life being taken away. This is America. We have freedom of speech here. Unless you criticize a certain country, but for the most part, we have freedom of speech here. So
she had to put that in, but yes. Hi, Cal. Bye, Cal. I'm a hardcore Zaction analyst. Yes, please make sure you salute our grand leader, Zaxi. To be honest, I will only care if it's an actual ordinary person. He was not, and maybe that's the point. The only people in such a position are those that are vocal about it. So ergo, not ordinary. So, care, only care. What do you mean by care? You care as in care that somebody was murdered? Like his public position makes him vulnerable, therefore it's very hard to care about it, or something like that. What do you mean there, Soka? Yeah, like Chase said, rage. Yeah, dehumanizing isn't new. Absolutely not. Hello, 144. See ya.
after detaining not just one wrong guy, but two wrong guys, the FBI...
Well, I haven't heard about the second wrong guy. The first wrong guy was trying to let him get away. And he got charged for obstruction, which I think is fine. It's true. It works. He obstructed. I suppose he self-snitched by saying he was trying to let the shooter get away. But yeah, I haven't heard anything. Have you guys heard anything about the second one? I know, Groovy, you're like, there's a third one. It's this guy. The guy that they're saying is the shooter. But yeah, there's a second one that was apprehended, then let go, I suppose. Anyway,
guy finally got the shooter, only because his own father turned him in. I guess they were just too fucking busy not releasing the Epstein files to catch a political assassin. It was this f***ass demon, Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, another irony-poisoned Reddit shooter who wrote a bunch of memes on the bullets, including "Hey fascist catch" and
"Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this question mark?"
I fucking hate it here. A lot of
yeah. People are now being really, really ugly to furries, obviously. Not that they accepted them before, but now that more hate, more division, let's go. Because this one guy did this. All furries are shooters now. They're not just people. So again, more of the rage and rage and rage.
people were saying that the shooter was a groiper, which is a far-right fan of the streamer Nick Fuentes.
It was possible, like, before we knew, this is what I was saying, is that it is possible that somebody doesn't find Charlie Kirk moderate enough, and it would make sense that somebody moderate enough, they would find him too moderate, and also want to trigger violence in the USA by shooting Charlie Kirk. So it absolutely came to mind that it could be a groiper, but yeah, it's looking like it's not, quite substantially, just in terms of the way the guy lived his life. A groiper wouldn't be doing that. That, I suppose, if they had principles, but who knows. Yeah, it's seeming that way, and these investigations and things, also, don't get irritated with the FBI for not releasing an active investigation now. Be upset with them about the Epstein files. Not about, they're not telling us exactly everything they're finding out as they find it out. That's an active investigation. Relax.
And I have no...
Timber, there you are! Woo! Sorry, you said you weren't able to chat the last time. Anyway.
I'm a right fan of the streamer Nick Fuentes, and I have no idea where that came from. I'm gonna be so honest. I have seen no actual proof of this. And
yeah, there's no actual proof of it, but people considered it because they're like, it can't be one of ours. And it's very strange that nobody just goes, he is responsible, not us. Like, but then again, it doesn't even matter if we try and focus on the individual. The views that he had, the ideology that he bought into, are going to be part of his motive. And because of Charlie, it's not like there was a love triangle with him and Charlie and his roommate, and then he went and he killed Charlie because of other things. It is very clearly a politically motivated killing, in my opinion. Hot take, but yeah, even trying to focus on the individual responsibility being taken, the fact is that the environment led to it, so people are wanting to use that to assign blame. It's not like people need to be put away for this, it's just that we need to self-reflect. Okay, so he's not seen actual proof of it, and yes, of course, she's not seeing actual proof, and yes, of course, we've got the whole debate online right now about Kimmel, whether he was spreading misinformation about this because it's kind of still in the air. Oh, it's not really confirmed that this guy's a left-winger and all of that. But the thing is that it's not like the Democrats got together and said, let's take this guy and make him go and do the shooting. That person still made an individual choice to go and shoot and pull the trigger.
It doesn't make sense because someone further right than Charlie Kirk wouldn't call Charlie Kirk a fascist, and they wouldn't say he was hateful. Their proof is that the shooter once dressed up like the Slav squat meme from 2012, and they also found a separate...
Wow. And then it's also like, oh, no, some people on the right also use the Bella Ciao thing.
meme of Pepe the Frog dressed like the Slav squat meme. Therefore, the shooter is a groiper. That is like seeing a photo of the shooter dressed like a clown, and then seeing this image of Pepe the Frog dressed like a clown, and then being like groiper confirmed. What is the
they want to. That's the thing we want to do. Every side will say it's not ours, it's yours, and then they're looking for these kinds of connections. And you know what? It actually eventually it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what proof you give them. They will still look at that and say, I know the truth. The media is lying to me. Listen, the media does burn, like, the media does explode things for you, don't worry. But yeah, there is like a little grain of the information that they are given from, say, the investigations, and they disseminate that to you with their editorializing. But yeah, people will still believe in a conspiracy theory no matter what. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try to give the truth, though, and we shouldn't point it out that, okay, relax, that's difficult. You can, okay, even if you want to even talk about the who the shooter is, what his views were and all of that, fine. The actual the aftermath of the death itself doesn't suddenly become irrelevant. The way everybody acted after it happened is still worth talking about, because it's the environment we're in. Those are the people that are adding to the discourse. So let's see if she adds to the discourse.
The connection. The shooter didn't even post the Pepe image. Like, where did the Pepe even come from? Just a bunch of liberal boomers not understanding memes. The other thing I saw was the shooter had Republican parents, and therefore the shooter must be Republican, which
my favorite thing here is Destiny's got Republican parents.
It's just funny because we all see what these people say about their Republican parents every Thanksgiving. But I guess we'll see. It's September 14th when I am recording this, so maybe more things will come out. Editor Shoe here, more things came out. Definitely not.
Utah governor says the motive of the Kerr shooting is not yet certain, but the suspect was on the left. Okay.
A groiper. At the end of the day, he could have every single one of my or your opinions. It ultimately doesn't matter. One person may have pulled the trigger, but then we saw the reaction of many.
Exactly, the reaction. Oh God, I hate these. I hate these. These are, but you have to see them. You have to see them. And there are so many. I wonder if there's anyone. Let's see how many you have seen. Okay, without, because you know, in these reaction videos, sometimes you just have like the same 5 videos being reacted to or whatever, the same 5 TikToks. This is new. I haven't seen this chick before.
We think that Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
And you just put you say it with your chest, huh? You just say it with your chest. And you know what? Do it. When they tell you who they are, believe them. Wow.
Yo, they got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believed them.
What did they feel good? I just look at this and I'm like, did you feel good posting that, huh? You thought this is a banger, yeah, boys. It's wild. It's wild. It shocks me every time. Why?
Reason I'm smiling, and it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing.
Like the other thing that's disturbing about these things, okay, it's like, but we can imagine that they don't really believe it. They're just saying it for the clout, for the views. That's disturbing too, because it's like there is nothing you won't do to get views. Then there's no low to which you won't stoop. You're just like, that's it, that's cool. People will look at this. I'll become famous, boy. This doesn't matter. You're okay with it. Okay.
To do with.
I would say pour one out for Kirky boy, but
Why is it with the I need to watch that septum theory video. But seriously, guys, you're not helping with debunking that.
I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
Rest in peace, Bozo!
Charlie
Yes, it's your demons. You're all demons.
Kirk just got put down like a
I'm dehumanizing, yeah. Well, you dehumanized yourself by celebrating the death of another person.
fucking dog in Utah.
I do not, and I will not, ever feel bad when bad people get what the fuck they deserve.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk.
What kind of... Wow, that's an interesting nose arrangement. Okay. Hey, at least she's not doing the septum thing. She's doing the, hey, check this out. Like, considering how many times I've, like, nicked myself and whatever, I could not wear one of those things because I would land up just yanking it out of my nose. Like, mine, also remember mine protrudes quite a lot compared to hers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh no, someone shot Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know who needs...
I think this woman's like a mother. She looks like she's walking around her house where she's got children and everything. Stop. Find Jesus, please.
to hear this today, but that's how you pick up a woman.
Homie dead! Fuck your homie dead! Fuck your homie dead! He got shot in the head!
This one I've seen. This one, yeah. This is the one that I people are like, oh, well, the right wing spreads these, but it's like, no, we want to show like what people think is okay. It's a problem. It's very hard to ignore something like that. I'm sorry, it's a hard ask for me to ignore these things. I've only started doing that now. Daisy's trying to climb in a box. That's okay. That's like doing this. I mean, yeah, it's celebration, but you know what? They're just the news, plausible deniability. This picture, I've seen this. What is it? Like, look, I eat on stream, but what is it about just the disrespect of eating while speaking like this? Ugh.
Someone got shot today. I had a tummy ache this morning. Stay alive out there.
I hope these people did even land up just taking down the posts eventually.
The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is weird. You don't have to...
Weird? The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is weird. So humanity is weird. Oh, empathy, yes, I know that one. Yeah, I knew that was coming, Daisy. She made one box fall over by getting into another box. Okay. Yeah, so it's weird. Yes, one of the favorite quotes of Charlie Kirk doesn't like empathy or whatever. No. Again, an out of context thing. He was saying that this crazy empathy based, like suicidal empathy, is essentially what he's talking about. That is the made up thing that he was referring to. Think about it in a little bit more charitable terms, and you're okay. But of course you won't. That's fine. But yeah. It's weird. It's weird. Just the fact that you're telling me that's weird. It is weird to have somebody that's just sitting there minding his own business, hasn't killed anyone, hasn't done anything but speak and offend people, and having sympathy for him or his family or anything, or just saying it's bad when political violence occurs. That's a problem. That's weird. No, that's not. It shouldn't be weird. This is why people are going, we don't have the same fundamental moral compass as they do.
Like violence, but I'm confused as to how you thought the revolution was going to be magically bloodless.
I've been saying we need to bring back...
Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine. Oh, well, we win some, we lose some.
Political assassinations. I don't feel bad, and I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think some people should be afraid to express their opinion.
At least she said that. You know what? At least she said the stupid thing. I'm proud of her for not trying to like obfuscate. She's like, no, you know what? I think some people shouldn't have free speech. So yeah, that's fine. That they should feel fear. She says they must feel fear. So I guess she would have cheered at Destiny's performance on his channel. Oh, he got demonetized. Oopsie. But yeah, it's fine. They should fear expressing their opinions. I am all for making people feel like it is inappropriate to express certain things. There is such a thing as social pressure and societal ostracizing, that sort of thing. But fear, like I'm going to die because I'm saying my political views, then you really cannot be upset when somebody does the same thing to you. That's the whole idea. The whole thing of cooperation with humans is, oh, if I treat this person in a certain way, hopefully they will treat me in the same way, and that will be fine. It's mutually beneficial. But if you're going to be an asshole like this, then you don't have the moral high ground anymore when they turn on you. But we're not thinking this far. We just want to say that he deserves it.
In public.
I didn't like what he said, and I didn't like his opinions, and I don't really give a shit that he's dead.
I don't give a shit that he's dead is horrible. It's mean. But I can at least, like, if we're talking about the levels of demonism, of lack of humanity, the I don't care is better than the ha ha ha, I love it, I'm so excited, I'm smiling. That's just S tier kind of stuff.
The best part of this whole
like the laugh, like that's what
thing is that he is not martyr material, so his death will mean nothing.
Oh honey, I know you're all into manifesting these days, but saying it will not make it so. He is very much martyred, and of course political movements will jump on martyring the man. We've got, hello, Jimmy Kimmel's slot is now going to be used for a Charlie Kirk special. Please tell me more about he's not martyr material. Literally a Christian. And arguably, some people are trying to argue that he is a real martyr because he was killed for his Christian views. They really are trying to do that with the Catholic Church and all of that. Like, relax. We're getting a bit performative here, but go off. I understand.
It will activate no one. It will impact.
It will activate no one. Please tell me more about the thousands of people that joined Turning Point in the USA and in the UK after this happening. There are people that have joined Christianity, that have picked up their Bibles for the first time in years because of this. Maybe they're performative, and I mean, I've been sent posts and things by fellow Christians that are going, wow, look at this, this is having it's bringing more people to God. And I'm really happy for that, but I also know that people would probably also want to just be part of the conversation in the discourse. But I hope that actually that sticks, that they do continue actually looking at the Bible and seeing what's actually in there. Even if they land up disagreeing with it, they at least should be familiar with it, so that they don't only get their information from people that hate the Bible. Just go in, learn. So yeah, people have been activated. Sorry, ma'am, but continue your manifestation. Maybe people will just leave Turning Point.
Impact few.
And she smiles. She smiles because it's not going to impact people.
It's just great. There are a lot.
Why are you're so beautiful? You're actually such a beautiful looking human being, and you use that smile on something so demonic. I mean, not this woman, this one. Okay, she's a beautiful human. Look at her. And these dimples, these beautiful dimples there. Look at that beautiful smile, and this is what you use it on. This is what you use it on. Oh, my heart.
It's just great. There are.
Okay, and also she's not bad either. Breaking news: Charlie Kirk. Okay, what now?
A lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Okay, well, again, saying it with her chest. I did not say she was hot. I said she was beautiful. There's a difference.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
I saw the video before they even
Oh my
put
god, there's too many, Shoe! I can't handle this. I'm like other people have put like 5 videos. She is going hard. So, I mean, look, she says the name of the video is These People Are Sick.
the confirmation. There was no chance that he made it through that. This wasn't
It was really, I was still hoping though.
the one we were hoping for, but a welcome surprise nonetheless.
I'm surprised that y'all didn't get rid of him sooner. And I'm surprised that you guys aren't getting rid of more people. Like,
Nori? You thought this was a good plan? This is a good thing to say. Okay. My response is the same. It's just what somebody had these thoughts and said, let me say them out loud. And then they saw it on their phone, they filmed it, and it, like, they didn't live broadcast it, didn't just, you had time to stop yourself.
don't stop with him. Don't let him be the end dog. Get rid of them all. His wife deserves to go too. Y'all keep on talking about his wife and kids. They need to go too because they're carrying on that mentality and that lineage. Like,
Okay.
get rid of the whole
Yeah, like, bro, children now. Children. Are you just being an edgy girl? You're like, look how edgy I am. I don't even think that there is that joy of being edgy in her. I actually think she believes this. I think that she's like, yeah, well, what's up? Well, why aren't you doing it? Like, oh, I think. Okay, so this is why people went after such people that post this. They tried to get them fired because it's just, they were like, there needs to be some sort of consequence for somebody doing this. Usually that is a social consequence where it's like, imagine if you stood up and you said this in front of a whole bunch of people, maybe you'd get a tomato thrown at you or something, you know, in the old days. Yeah, this is what made people abandon the principle of free speech by not getting, I mean, the people that are supposedly on the right, they're supposed to be against cancel culture. They're like, no, this is worth canceling. Sorry, this is worth canceling. You should not be allowed. And by allowed, it means you should not think this is okay. That is the creepiest, craziest thing to me, is that people thought it's okay. So maybe, yeah, 10 people getting cancelled for it will stop people from doing, I don't know. That's the thing. I'm speaking myself out of it, because this person, say, gets fired. They're not going to go, ooh, my actions were wrong. I shouldn't have said that. They're going to say, man, see, they don't want me speaking the truth. Like, what's the point, guys? What's the point? Just call them out for it on the internet. You don't need to get them cancelled, essentially. You just say, wow, look at you. Look at you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why did you guys stop with him?
There were thousands of videos like that. Some of these people.
So thousands. What do you guys think? Because what I've been told is that no, those were just fringe people. That's not representative of the left or anything like that. But it's still a big deal to me that this is something that was okay for people to do. Okay, it was socially acceptable to them. And they went forth and did it, and they enjoyed it. And I don't think they're apologizing for it. Any of these, I don't know about them apologizing for it.
Posting with their full names and faces, with hundreds and thousands of likes.
And the thing is, people, hundreds and thousands of likes, which is also a bit scary. And yes, we will also say, okay, think about botting as well, because there would be foreign elements, I suppose, that are trying to also sow division. So showing those likes is also a big deal. But big leftist streamers and pundits and things like that, they themselves are not sharing these videos and saying, this is not us. Okay, that's what I want. When Shoe did it, this is not us, she got backlash. That's the thing that point is, I want more of it. That's all I wanted, is just more saying this is not us. Because yeah, the right will go, oh, this is the whole left, this is the entire left. but actually it seems like it's still a scary percentage, apparently, according to recent polls. It's like 48% that think killing a political opponent is okay. They think that that's fine. So, yeah, take that with the pinch of salt you want, but it seems like quite, online at least, quite a large percentage. So she's using their full names, their faces, hundreds. Let's let her talk. You know what I think about this.
Thousands still posting with their full names and faces, with hundreds and thousands of likes. Thousands of tweets celebrating it, with 500,000 likes. And it's important to remember that all of those likes are a real person. Millions of people in this country apparently believe the acceptable response to speech they don't like is murder. This wasn't just a bunch of fringe blue hair SJWs or whatever. They were teachers, professors.
Yeah, that is a bit scary as well, guys. That is another thing that I haven't said and considered out loud. They are not professional protesters only. It's like people that when they went after them for the cancelling brigade, they actually found out these are people just in your society, and there are the other people, the anecdotal evidence that people. I always get a terrible freeze frame for her. Anyway, the anecdotal people evidence that is given is like they've lost friends because of this, because their friends like celebrated this stuff to them, and they were like, whoa, that's not where I'm at. Sorry, that's quite a big deal, and I didn't know you were that kind of person, therefore friendship over. So, yeah, that has happened as well. Co-workers, we've heard about as well. Co-workers that come to work and like, Charlie Kirk was shot. And you're like, whoa, we're doing this at work. This is where the Overton window is. Okay.
Doctors, HR workers, healthcare workers, nurses, pediatricians, people who work with kids, people's classmates, roommates. They are teachers showing our children the gory, horrifying video of Charlie's murder.
Yeah, I remember reading that title, guys. Did you guys know this? Did you see this? Teacher forced 10-year-olds to watch Kirk murder video again and again. I didn't know about the again and again, but yeah, students from his class went home and complained to their parents, traumatized at witnessing, like, making kids watch an assassination video, a graphic video. 10-year-olds. Cool. How many serial killers were born that day?
Repeat. The hippy dippy in this house we believe shitlib mask was ripped off, and underneath was nothing but psychopathic bloodlust. I have seen people on the right celebrate the death of people they disagree with. I've seen it. I remember Heather Heyer in 2017. But I also remember—
Who's Heather Heyer, guys? 2017. Look, I wasn't as terminally online in 2017, I don't think. I was just playing video games. So I don't know, but that's not to say that it didn't happen. It's just that there were people that celebrated this person dying. She's giving receipts. She's not going to let you guys let us go. Oh, it's only the left. She's not going to do that. But at the same time, that doesn't make it okay to do. This is the thing that Metatron, go and watch the freaking Metatron video, guys, on Destiny. But he also spoke about how Destiny moralizes this by saying, no, well, they did it, so I can do it. Which is actually not the moral thing to do. You are supposed to be better than your opponent because you do then have the moral high ground. But he's like, oh, all bets are off because, oh, they've done it. Like, okay, then how, you are no better than them. Cool.
For the whole internet, left and right, coming together to disavow and mock the few dozen people from Stormfront who were celebrating her death. This is—
What's this? Sorry. I also remember the whole internet left and right. See, this is something that I also have a sense of, is that with crazies on the right, people are like, you're crazy, bro. They will say it, and they're not afraid to say that person's crazy. They don't just, you know, you dismiss someone as not part of your movement, and you're okay with it. Yeah, I guess we can talk about Trump not doing that, but when we're talking about pundits, which are not irrelevant, they're not irrelevant. They're still representatives of political movements. They are where people get their messages from. So, yeah, good. Disavow. That's what you're supposed to do. Remember, disavow the word. I disavow.
And mock the few dozen people from Stormfront who were celebrating her death. This is different. It's never been like this before. It's never been this much. It's never been this brazen. Normal people have to log into like an alternate Twitter account where they can post their more unorthodox opinions. And these people are out here, full face, full name, like hell yeah, murder. What? The smug...
I actually think she was really, really upset in that bit there. Wow.
Unearned confidence these people have to be openly sociopathic with their full name and face because they live under the pathetic delusion of being on the right side of history needs to end. They will blame you for your death because words are violence. Words are violence, so them killing you is just self-defense.
Who is it? It was just the, I mean, it's very simple. It doesn't matter who said it because it's so true. It's just, hey, violence is violence. Ta-da!
That's why they're using Kyle Rittenhouse as some kind of gotcha. Oh, if you don't condone political violence, why do you support Kyle Rittenhouse?
Kyle Rittenhouse was defending against political violence. That's my initial response, is that Kyle Rittenhouse was there because there was political violence going on, because there was unrest, because there was rioting. That's what he was there for. He didn't come out there and want to go and shoot all the libs.
They fundamentally don't see the difference between killing someone over speech and killing someone over self-defense, because these are the same things to them. Also, I'm going to be the one to point it out, because of course I am. I saw nobody else do it. Why are most of them women? Most...
She can do it! Yeah! Get him! Get him! Temu-Shoe is on your side when it comes to that. What is wrong with you, ladies? Ladies? That's not classy, you sluts. Those are not good classy sluts. That's a classy slut. No, she's not a slut. She's a mom. She's not a slut. This one's classy slut.
Of the people celebrating are women. Like, it's a good, like, 80-20 ratio all over the internet. What is going on, ladies? Basically, the whole country is...
Hey, AJ! What's going on, ladies? Bitches are dumb and bitches are crazy. That's it.
shook because last year they realized how many people would celebrate the murder of a president, and this year they realized how many people would celebrate the murder of them. At the end of the day, this is all the inevitable conclusion of the punch a Nazi thing from like 2017. Do you guys remember that? We always knew it was-
this was brought up, the punch a Nazi thing. Remember, this man thinks it's fine to punch anyone he considers a Nazi. Please tell me again how this is not a slippery slope. Woo! She's got receipts! September 15th. The fact that it's in September as well. September 15th, 2017. She said this. She said, reminder, this man thinks it's fine to punch anyone he considers a Nazi. Please tell him again how that's not a slippery slope. This then leads to the comment you'll see over many Charlie Kirk videos. They didn't kill him because he's a Nazi. They called him a Nazi so that they could kill him. That paraphrased from my memory. Yeah. That's basically it. We just use the what do you call it? The terminology to justify it. It's cool. Literally Hitler
was a slippery slope. That's why we were against it. And they always say this dumb shit like, if you don't want to be called a Nazi, stop being a Nazi. Even a congressman from my
if you don't yeah, stop being a Nazi. So there you go. Even when somebody tries to say, hey, let's be reasonable, let's think about the labels that we're putting on here, let's think about what the Nazis did with language and dehumanizing and all that, like the actual real Nazis. Let's remember this, never forget. Fuck it. No, instead, absolutely the same. Cool.
state, New York, was like, oh, if you want to stop being called a fascist, you should stop being a fascist. Yeah.
Oh yes, this is another thing that's been going online. It was interesting with Soy Pill on Sitch and Adam about the definition of fascism, and it's like I understood this nuanced view of fascism he's trying to look at, and is like, yeah, because it doesn't just happen overnight, and this, you know, it builds up, so it is actually fascism in his eyes. The thing is, when people hear the word fascism, they're not having that view. They're saying it is literally Hitler, it is literally Mussolini. That's it. We're at that point in their eyes. We're beyond the safety net of processes in a nation and all of that to try and curb domination from somebody. No, now it's all out war. That's the difference, and it's unfortunate, but that is the power of language. It doesn't matter how you are trying to define it over here academically. It doesn't matter, because widely spread, that's what it means, unfortunately.
That's great, except you've called everyone and their mother a fascist and a Nazi for the past, like, 15 years. And I see a lot of progressives in my audience like, Shoe, you're not like Charlie Kirk. You're not a fascist. Here are all-
You're not a fascist. I think she should be a fascist. Wouldn't you enjoy Dear Leader Shoe?
All the things. You're not like Charlie Kirk.
Mandated Gorilla's national anthem, all of that. Let's do it.
You're not a fascist. Here are all the things I have been called Nazi, fascist, reactionary for over the last few years. Would you like to see?
Oh yes, I would love to see. Thank you. I'm very excited. You know, this reminds me of that list of things that give women the ick. Okay, it's pages and pages long. I think it's into the thousands now. We have Dear Leader Zax now. That's true. Shoe, I'm sorry, you're very adorable, but the shoulders are just not Zaxing the way Zax's shoulders are. We need sturdy shoulders to carry the nation of thinkers forward. So yes, all hail Emperor Zax. Indeed. Yeah. So anyway, the fascist reactionary over the last few years. We're gonna get the list. This is gonna be interesting.
I've been making this list since 2023. Let's go. Let's just read this together real quick. Mocking / criticizing.
She really did. Created July 12th, 2023 at 2:53 p.m.
Pop feminism. Believing adults can do whatever they want. Being pro-free speech. Being liberal. Talking to people I disagree with. Being friends with people I disagree with. Following people on Twitter I disagree with. Supporting Bernie Sanders. That one came from the right. Being registered in...
So the right, people from the right were like, you're a fascist, you support Bernie Sanders. Interesting. This is how ridiculous politics is.
Independent. Criticizing Joe Biden. Criticizing the Democratic Party. Not being attracted to
being not ugly. Sorry, yeah, you're too pretty. That beauty over there is fascism. You know what? Sydney Sweeney had the same problem. I'm so sorry, Shoe, but it's a thing.
Feminine men, not hating men in general, criticizing Canada's MAID program, not taking the COVID vaccine, criticizing the FBI, criticizing the CIA, believing
wearing fake eyelashes.
The CIA killed JFK, using an American flag backdrop for my videos, saying elites, saying working class, saying based, making a joke about Joe Biden eating ice cream, making a joke about Pete...
Oh, the jokes, guys, the jokes. They're coming for the jokes.
Judge being born in a test tube, making jokes in general, being cis, being white, being a woman, being a cis white woman.
Put it all together. It's a nice sandwich of you know, not oppressor, of being a colonizer, okay?
Someone to take a shower, not being anti-gun, not being fat, being monogamous, liking Huey Long, celebrating the 4th of July.
Oh, how dare she, how dare she. Nazi sandwich, yes, Michael. She forgot commie mommy. I'm sure there'll be somebody calling her a commie here.
Supporting Assange, criticizing the movie Cuties, praising the movie Sound of Freedom, being against pedophilia.
Oh, remember, praising the movie Sound of Freedom was also that was a hill that everybody went around to fight. This is when Shoe gets into trouble, but she doesn't care.
Being against the destigmatization of pedophilia, being against children watching porn, being critical of kink at Pride, being against children performing at drag shows, not being racist.
You're not racist. You don't hate white people enough, you bloody fascist.
Swear to God. Being a class reductionist, saying biological sex, mocking people.
Oh, biological sex. Like literally that was, remember, that was the thing, having biological sex and gender being separate or different things. It was supposed to actually help, but yeah. I'm a pundit, boys. I'm a pundit. I like puns, so it works.
For debating the ethics of necrophilia.
Oh my god.
Owning a pet rabbit. Questioning the Bush administration's involvement in 9/11. Growing up in a Catholic family. Eating meat. Wanting to get married. Wanting to have children. Being married. Having children. Being at January 6th to interview people. Saying it's...
Oh, she was there. She was there and she was there to interview. Listen, you've already been labeled a fascist because of speaking to people you disagree with. So literally going to the rallying point is it's extra fascist. It's extra fascismus.
Okay if someone doesn't want to date a porn star, not wanting to do OnlyFans, criticizing...
Oh, not only... You guys wanted her to do it so bad, but then she went and became a mother and a wife. Oh, a wife and mother, in that order. Oopsie! Oh, shame. I'm so sorry, you guys. You don't get to see the shoe poon, okay?
Kanye West. Criticizing late-stage capitalism, criticizing the billionaire class, criticizing Israel, criticizing eating the bugs, criticizing a fashion company for being creepy. You'll remember that one. Supporting nuclear energy.
Why?
It's toxic masculinity. Supporting TikTok tradwives, supporting one-income households, supporting UBI, supporting farmers, supporting truckers, not celebrating October 7th, supporting...
Or not celebrating October 7th, yeah. Oh, sorry, she's a fascist for not celebrating that. Guys, yeah. You guys forget. And I suppose this is why people don't consider... No, Shoe is actually not even... She's not even a real leftist because of these things.
Palestine.
Because she had the temerity to criticize.
Not liking brutalism, saying colorblind anti-racism was good, wanting to date someone who has a good relationship with their parents, not liking Indian food, saying men and women are different but complement each other, being
Oh no. All of this is very wrong think. She's listing it. Just so you guys know, this is who Shoe is.
Followed by JD Vance on Twitter, saying Hillary Duff is cool, making fun of Reddit, and for Asmongold reacting to me, criticizing American imperialism, wearing a bow in my hair.
Yeah, bows are fascist. What do you want? Gordon wears bows. No, he doesn't. He's just arrived. Sorry, we have to celebrate Gordon's arrival. With a bit of a dance break. I just need to find it. Oh. Here we go. Give me a kiss.
Gordon puts up with kid is bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. Jesus fucking Christ, it's a lot of bullshit. You don't understand how much bullshit he puts up with.
We have to get to the chorus. Gordon has high tea.
Is the best boy. Gordon's amazing.
Dance, Gordon, dance. Yeah, he's not going to do that after a full day of work. Nope. Yeah. Ooh, Mike's giving kisses. Uh-oh. Creamage is going to gonna land up being jealous. By the way, guys, for new members, you've got a creamage emote, in case you didn't notice in the beginning of the stream. So there's that. Paffy can use a creamage emote, all of that. Yeah, there's creamage. This is because finally some good slop. We just had a little bit of a momentary. Let's continue.
Liking VTubers and now being anti-death.
Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi.
Okay, she did say they weren't all like blue-haired leftists and what, but here's a literal blue, like green-ish. Yeah, it's around there.
He was a fucking Nazi. And you know what kind of Nazi is the best Nazi? A dead one.
I am a better person than you for celebrating the death of a Nazi.
Fair enough. You know what? I'm gonna go and crawl back to my hole and just, you know what? I'm just leaving the Bible. I'm leaving all of these things. That she's correct. I'm convinced.
And actually, it's pretty weird that you're not, and simultaneously asking people to have empathy for the Nazi.
Nazis have children and families, right? But
oh my god, this is somebody that's it's streaming live on TikTok.
But Nazis also get shot in the neck.
They don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call
this
you
is
a
the
Nazi.
one. Okay, this is the they don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. This people are just copy pasting this on most videos.
Nazi so they can kill you. Now, I'm going to talk about my personal feelings of the situation because I know a lot of you can relate. I know a lot of you have been feeling the exact same way. So I will try and put it into words for you.
Okay, this is the really important part. I think it's important for people to hear this from someone like you so they can feel more, they can relate to it and feel more comfortable sharing the same opinion, because she has taken on the backlash and you can use her strength, you know. It's a weird thing. That's what a kind of figurehead does for you. So this is good stuff. And this is also going back to the idea of sanity being contagious. So whatever she puts in here, it is just her opinion and how she feels, but it's important to make people feel that they can also talk about this, rather than the only message we are ever exposed to is the celebrations. So yeah, I think we should also just be making more of an effort to share when somebody is being reasonable. Make that sanity contagious. Help spread the virus of sanity.
Friends who were friends.
Can you get that, my baby? Thank you.
With Charlie Kirk, but I didn't personally know him. We follow each other on Twitter. I've been to the TPUSA Amerifest in 2021. I actually went there planning to make a video making fun of it, but I had so much fun and...
Oh wow, that's cool. So she was gonna make fun of Turning Point. She had fun. Okay, good.
Met so many friends that I'm still friends with to this day. So that video never happened. I disagree.
Well, okay, but what about making a video saying how you were surprised by it? That's another thing that I would have enjoyed, or people would have enjoyed. But maybe she was worried about the backlash for that, and people would assume that means now she's part of Turning Point, as opposed to she didn't hate it, guys. Now that purity test would have been a failure, and then yeah. But now I guess it's gotten to a point where she just cannot continue. She just can't continue towing that line or not speaking out.
With him all the time. You can literally go to our Twitter interactions.
Okay, let's see these screenshots. Sorry, guys.
I disagreed with him. Republicans
should not support a bill that says pay people not to work. Have you seen the current unemployment in this country, Charles? I like that she calls him Charles, because Charles is a great name, as you guys all know.
All the time. You can literally go to our Twitter interactions.
Okay, the Twitter interaction, sorry. Oh,
happened. I disagreed with him all the time. You can literally go to our Twitter.
Former KKK leader David Duke endorsed Democrat Tulsi Gabbard for president. For years, we have been told it matters that David Duke supported some Republicans. Of course, now that the KKK leaders are going back to supporting Democrats, the media will totally ignore this. What did she say? Cease. She just says cease.
Interactions. I was always correct.
The modern cultural warfare the left is engaged in right now has done more damage to America in 4 years than the conservative boogeyman of socialism has ever done in the lifetime of our nation. Time to rethink our priorities and calculate proportional response. And this is him in on April 21st of 2021. We love to see growth, Charles. If capitalism is so great, why haven't they made capitalism too? So she's just criticizing. She's not getting into, doesn't seem like she's having in-depth discussions, but she's just showing that she is not on board.
Correcting him about like Bernie Sanders.
Okay, correcting him like Bernie Sanders. Oh God, no, I don't need to go all the way back. I just
him about like
Bernie Sanders just announced his top priorities as president will be reinstating DACA, immigration reform, meaning open borders, abolishing ICE and amnesty, protection and healthcare for 11 million illegal aliens. Why are illegal aliens his top priority instead of Americans? Okay, he's not for open borders, Charlie. Okay, so it's protection. He's not letting more in. So she's like, yeah, she corrects him about it.
Bernie Sanders, I made an egg look like his face. It is.
I made an egg look like his face. Okay, that's fine. Yes, you make fun of it, but I mean, if you go in like, this is Charlie Kirk, and then smash the egg and whatever, then we would probably have you in a compilation too. But she didn't. She just made fun of his face. Faces are funny.
Safe to say I was no fan, but this has really shaken me in a way that I absolutely did not expect. These last few days after what happened, I kept going to every single like lefty, liberal, left-wing person I know and like checking out what they have been saying about this. And besides maybe like 4 or 5, every single one was being an unhinged psychopath about.
Okay, so there were 4 or 5 out of the ones. I mean, she knows a lot of people, so and they would be on the left. So that's quite a thing. And again, this is just her personal experience anyway. So I'm sure some people, I've already heard of people experiencing this, going to their friends and seeing that their friends are unhinged in the psychopathic way, and they're like, whoa. So that's the experience she's explaining for us. And these are also probably people that have platforms or at least support other platforms.
Or saying some backhanded shit like, this is why we need gun control, which, first of all, we were just watching a whole bunch of people celebrate killing someone over political differences. You are never taking our guns now. That is not happening.
Ooh, that is not happening. So that's interesting. Yeah. You're just making people double down. They're not, you're making it necessary for them to own a gun, because they need to now use a gun to protect their ideas, to protect themselves, because you are coming after them for their ideas. Yeah, you've made it a life and death situation. Nobody's going to allow the guns to be gone. Actually, the gun control conversation gets drowned out by the celebration, the criticism and whatever of the celebration
happening. I felt like I was in the middle of the ocean. I was trying to like grasp onto a flotation device, checking all of these accounts for their take, like, be normal, be normal. Nothing. Nobody. I'm just drowning in a sea of evil, apparently.
Oof. Just think about that. But just everyone, you're the people that you're like, oh, I love this person. I like their takes. She is. You would feel like, am I taking crazy pills? Because you'd be like, what? Why am I the only one over here? And then also, it's like she's also got this kind of, I don't know if she thought about it, but she's kind of got this responsibility because of having the audience she has, and people will also be putting pressure on her to join in all of those accounts saying those things. She's supposed to be part of that group. Hey, weigh in is kind of thing. What do you think? That people always say that. These big creators always like, okay, I have to comment on this because you guys want me to, and yeah. So there must have been some pressure on that as well. So she has to weigh in, but there's no one as well to model herself over, to bounce off of in order to word her response. Nothing. She's just by herself. Obviously, she has a husband. That helps.
Maybe I was just blind up until now. Maybe they changed. Maybe I changed. Is everyone going crazy or am I going crazy? I don't know. All I know is it is clear how they reacted to this is how they would react to me, my family, my friends, you, your family, your friends, that have ever stepped out of line from the nebulous, ever-changing definition of progressive. These are...
Yeah, this is part of her tweet that she made on the day. On the night, I suppose. She said that the nebulous definition, if you've ever stepped out of line. So she got all of those things that she wrote, those are criticisms, those are things that made her seem like she steps out of line. Okay, she's not acceptable. She's not forceful enough and all of that. She was not the good enough leftist. And it makes me go, I don't think that there would be celebration like this for Shoe dying, but I can see, well, look what Shoe said about this. Somebody trying to bring that up because of the political environment that she operated in. That's what she's feeling as well, is that it could happen. Yeah, it could happen to anyone now. You can just be celebrated because your death can be celebrated because you're not on the right side of history, essentially. You're not on the right side of the political aisle.
People I thought were level-headed. They were left-wing, but, you know, like, they were one of the good ones. Like, you can joke with them, you know, they weren't those, like, woke SJWs. Like, they were cool, we can disagree and still be friends. You know. Your friend wouldn't celebrate you being murdered, of course. But if they would celebrate an exact clone of you that wasn't you, that had all the same opinions, or some of the opinions.
She's properly emotional here. Like, it's, people would probably want to jump down her throat and be like, oh, what's you show you for crying on the internet? No. I think this is real emotion. She's trying to hold on to it. Yeah. Whew. And I think she's thinking of someone as well, friends, people. These are actual people in her life. Yeah. I almost started crying there. Yeah. It's difficult. So, yeah, she's going through this herself, that there must be someone, people that she has in mind when she goes through this.
That you have.
Yeah, and this is what why I didn't start the stream off with a palate cleanser, because actually we'll need the palate cleanser afterwards. I read a comment that it was like, I've never seen her this emotional before, and I've never seen her this dejected before, and I think it's true. I certainly haven't, but this is from people that watch absolutely every video, like from the beginning when she posted more often.
If they would celebrate that clone being murdered, they're not your friend. I'm friends with people who are friends with Charlie, and I see how they are completely broken about this. Seeing them like this, and then at the same time my other friends posting shit like, rip bozo.
That's a psychological mindfuck. You've got friends over here that are literally mourning because they knew the person, and then you've got other friends that are supposed to be your friends that are still in your circle, in your life. They're there, and they're saying shit. So it's like, yeah, you can't remain neutral in that way. You don't just go, oh well, they just see him differently. It is, you just cannot do that. That's I can't even try and find a small mini version of this in my simple life. I just, yeah, I can understand that that's the thing that breaks you.
It's just sick. It's just sick shit. Personally, I would rather live in a world full of Charlie Kirks who would sit down and debate than a world full of people who agree with me but would murder people who don't. Because if it's now normalized to just murder people who disagree with you politically, we don't have a society. Like, that
We don't live in a society, guys. This is part of the, this is part of why I know. Go and watch The Nations Think. It really didn't go as planned, but we had a lot of fun in the beginning there. It was a good old time. Yeah, this is part of what I wanted to do, to look into anthropology and things like this for, because yeah, there are certain agreements that we have with each other that make society stick together. And something like this shows that, ooh, some people just don't want, we no longer have a society. That the whole, what she's just said, we don't have a society. We have to have some sort of tolerance in order to not all become animals. But hey, the reason I also wanted to talk about it was to see, okay, does this mean that you have a Democrat country and a Republican country, and that's how you gain peace, because you have all the people that have those morals over there and all the people that have those morals over there, and that's the only way you have peace. Maybe in a couple 100 years that will happen to America.
That's it. It's over.
Yeah, this is true. We did elect our leader. And if you go to what's the name? The Thinkers, there is a timestamp in the comments for the exact moment that we inaugurated our dear leader Zax, and he is the God Emperor of the Thinkers forevermore, unless there's some sort of revolt or something. But yeah, that's it.
But some of these people in particular, like, why the fuck are you celebrating? You! They think you're a fucking Nazi too. They'll make a nice compilation of all the hot takes you've had over the years and spread it around to justify your murder. You don't get it, do you? We are all Charlie Kirk. I have been doing this.
So that's a surprise. I really didn't think she would go with that. I didn't think she would go with that exact line, because it's a bit too aligned with what the people are saying on the right as well. In the far right, it's called in the far right, in that the ones that want far out, dude. The ones that want to now to go to the violence. Okay, they want to step it up. They will use "I am Charlie Kirk" to justify their violence instead of rising above it.
For 11 years, I have been harassed, doxxed, threatened, whatever, you name it, for 11 years by the left. And it hasn't moved me an inch, because that's not how politics works. That's lunch table politics. I've talked about this before. People on your side being mean to you doesn't mean you overnight change your opinions on, like, healthcare. It doesn't work that way. I still have all my economic left opinions.
Yeah, if you are, just because the people within the movement are mean to you, that's not attacking the ideas. That's just being mean. But being disillusioned with people in the group, seeing that they are not applying the things that you thought made you of the same group, that makes you go, oh, okay, well then I need to withdraw. So yeah, she still has her opinions. This is true. She it's not like she's now gonna, that's what I said in the beginning, it's not like she's now gonna be Nick Fuentes.
Opinions. I'm for strong social safety nets, workers' rights, unions, wealth caps, whatever. That has not changed. This is not me leaving the left, because frankly, I don't even know how to do that. This is me and many, many people looking around us at our so-called allies and realizing that even though we might share some, like, political opinions, we fundamentally do not have the same values or morals. And are we really allies if we agree on, like, taxes, but don't agree on the sanctity of human life?
Yeah, that's a big deal. So it's like, it's not just, okay, I have these political ideas, you have these political ideas, but there should be this fundamental humanity that's underneath, that should be at least compatible. It's usually, if we're in a society, it's kind of given, there's certain really base level things that we just, sanctity of human life. Let's think about that. Let's keep that in mind. No? Oh, the sanctity of human life, the solemnness of death, all of that. Solemnity, not solemnness, of death, all of that, respect for the dead, and I'm out of it. Cool.
I don't know. The way we view death now is just crazy. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the desensitization, in part thanks to the internet. You used to have to go out of your way to see gore and stuff like that, and now you're just scrolling through Twitter and you see someone set on fire, someone gets stabbed on a
Yeah, you get that bum. Don't put on autoplay, boys. Do not put on autoplay on any platform. Okay, you don't want that stuff, especially on Twitter. Good lord. Yeah, that is how I landed up seeing Charlie Kirk. I fucked around and I found out. I saw it. Didn't see the Elena one. Excuse me, the train one. Just saw all the stills of that, and I'm very glad that I didn't see it. This goes back to the video we did earlier on this week by Chase Hughes. About it's kind of like violence and death is part of this. It's like your sports team winning or whatever. Politics is like a sports team thing now. It's like, oh, my team, their team. Oh, did someone on my team die? Oh, that's sad. Someone on their team died. Haha, yay. That's the way that we are interacting politically, and I'm saying this from both sides. That's gross. We're eroding certain ways of approaching things that used to be concrete. We're eroding morality through this desensitization. So we have to check ourselves, man. We've got consciousness. We can do this.
And when someone like Charlie dies, it's not even real to people anymore. Like, it's like a movie or show. Oh, that character died? Good. I hated that character. Like,
yeah, that's so true as well. Oh my god, and then go and see the way that, oh, he's not even a real person. He's not even you don't even have real opinions. Okay, Destiny. Whatever. But yeah, it's like a character died. It's like I've been my experience of even just seeing Charlie Kirk's tweets retweeted and things like that, I've had this like smack in my face that no, this person, there was a person behind this, okay? This person is gone. He when he was tweeting that tweet, he was not thinking of, he did not know this was going to be his end. Like any other human being, you know, one of the weirdest things when you lose someone, people will go, I spoke to them the other day. When you tell them, oh, I've lost this person or that this person's died, they will, it's weird. I've seen it in a lot of cases where people go, but I spoke to him the other day, because you have this idea that, geez, they were alive in front of me and now they're gone. That is this big human thing of realizing that person is gone. And yeah, it's not the same, obviously, on the internet. There's this big distance. It's not, this is just a character. This is just a character that's being played online. But then sometimes just from seeing the tweets, I'm like, I go into just a little bit of this, oh my God, there is a human that is behind that. And that actually then starts getting me emotional. And I'm like, okay, whoa, I have to leave that. I have to leave it behind, because I actually don't want to think about the fact that this is a full human being, because that, I don't want to break out crying from reading a tweet, but that it hit me. I think it was just one other normal tweet. It wasn't even like, it was just a throwaway tweet that I saw of Charlie Kirk, and I'm like, this guy's, he's gone. It's I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm just trying to say that it's weird when that realization comes across and you realize how detached you were.
No, that was a real human being with a family and kids, actually. Like, that was someone's son. The internet has turned real people into nothing but cartoon characters that disappear when you close an app. I remember for years people would be like, oh, when you have kids, you'll change your mind on XYZ. And I was like, no, that's not gonna happen, no. And
what did she change her mind on? Please tell us. I hope she does. This is a big thing. That's the biggest thing that you can do in your life, is have a child, having someone completely dependent on you, like beyond the dependence that you and your partner have. Yeah, you and a pet have. Yeah, the commitment, the crazy commitment, the changes that happen in your brain, hopefully. Yeah, so what please tell us, please don't say I changed a bit and What was the exact thing that changed?
We're right. Almost overnight, you stop being so selfish, nihilistic. You stop having utopian fantasies of wanting to live in a post-capitalist society. And all you want is for the world to be safe. For the world to be safe and normal. And all that...
So it kind of gives... So even though you have this increased pressure of wanting the world to be safe for you, well, be better for your child, you understand that you need to have it just realistic. You can't have it perfect. You just want it as good as well, and you just want it to be as good as you can get it. That's it. We're just gonna try our best. Perfect is not possible. So I just want my child to be alive. Yeah, it kind of like it increases it. I can understand that it changes your perspective. Duh, that's what happens. It's like the same thing, well, not exactly the same thing, but when people get terminally ill, or experience somebody else getting terminally ill in front of them, it changes your perspective completely.
Matters is your family and your community, and then your country, and then the world, you know? But we can't save the world, you can't. But you can save the people around you. You can't say to these people who are celebrating this and justifying this, you can't say, what if that was your dad or your brother getting killed for their opinions? Because they've already cut those people off. They've already cut those people off out of their lives. And
oh, that's true. Those people, they've already removed them. And this is that whole thing, if you go again, Chase Hughes, about isolationism, not isolationism, sorry. When you hear that word, you're going to think of a country or whatever. But like isolating people in a cult. They've already decided those parents, the parents and whatever, they are not supposed to be, they're not allowed in their life anymore. We've cut ties because my brother over there voted for Trump 3 times and whatever, like they've cut them off. That's all happening already. And that was okay for them. That was okay. They're not going to even, they're way past it. I agree with her. Obviously not all of them, but we're talking about the worst of it.
Posting videos and pictures of Charlie's wife and young kids will not move these people at all, because they hate their lives. They hate their families. They are atomized bug people. They are the unfortunate product of modern society, and I feel bad for them. I do. I pity them.
What do you think they would say to her when she says you hate your family and things like that? It's not going to move them. I think somebody as smart as Destiny would say true. Yes, he would own it. I do wonder what most people would do though. Whether they would say nah, or I'm being naive. They would probably justify it. They say this is it. It's they're bad people. Familial ties are not worth maintaining. If my family is going to be that way, it's just blood. It doesn't matter if they don't agree with me. Blood doesn't matter if they don't agree with me, is what I'm saying. Daisy's got zoomies, girls. Daisy, hey. Yeah. Okay. I can't fathom getting to the point where Destiny did, where he puts politics over his care for his family and not caring if something happened to his parents at a rally. Yeah, I can't do that. I cannot fathom that either. But that's the state of a lot of young people. They're absolutely able to do that. Or they're keeping their grandchildren away from the grandparents because no, not the right thing. So they've already cut off these ties, these things that make like you're basically, eventually it's like you're cutting off family for supporting the wrong team, because it's as delicate as I think this policy is a good policy, therefore your family member thinks something is a good policy and you don't, therefore you completely cut them out. There's this really crazy purity test that happens. It's there's no agreeing to disagree anymore. Like, I mean, hello, disagreeing with family? Where you been? That's the whole point. And you guys talk about Thanksgiving? Yeah, that's what happens.
And I wish I could help them, but I have bugman fatigue. And for the people who will come at me in a blind rage with a list of all of Charlie Kirk's, like, biggest hits to convince me that I should hate him and should not mourn him, if you thought what Charlie Kirk said is wrong, you could have debated him. He was one of the few people left willing to do that, and now he's gone. Charlie was a fan of free.
I appreciate that she says, and now he's gone, rather than, and you took him away. No, this guy made a decision to take him away. Now he's gone. Just think about it. Now he's gone. He was part of the discussion. Now he's gone. I appreciate that wording. It matters. Words matter.
Speech,
But
but
they're
I'm
not
worried
violence.
whoever comes after Charlie won't be. Like, even from a political standpoint, not even a personal human standpoint, why are you celebrating, like, the most popular college Gen Z political pundit dying? Like, why are you celebrating him becoming a martyr? Say goodbye to that young male vote. All the liberal Joe Rogans in the world are not fixing this. I just hope for the sake of this country that political violence does not become normalized, does not become a thing. I really don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see retaliation. I don't want to see us fall into a civil war. I don't know. This has all been extremely blackpilling. I think I'm gonna take a break from politics. I don't know. I'm a YouTuber. Like, I'm not a political pundit, right? I'm not. My
Yeah, but people are there for your political takes. Well, your takes on anything, and everything is political as well. So, like, anything we're trying to talk about what nonsense we're going to touch on with next week's Think, because we are also trying to take a break from politics on the Think. And it's actually pretty difficult because it's infiltrated absolutely everything. You can't really talk about media without getting to politics and whatever.
My goal here, my purpose here is to entertain, is to make people laugh. That is what I'm going to do. That is what I will continue to do. The
Good
news
girl.
cycle will move on. The world will move on. Charlie Kirk's kids won't move on. His daughter won't move on. His daughter does not have a dad anymore. And that fucking sucks.
Yeah. Those kids have all of this to look upon and deal with.
Sucks. I don't know what else to say. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my crash out. If you're new here, my videos usually are not like this. They're actually nothing like this. They have music in the back. They're fun. They're goofy. Things are just not fun and goofy right now. But I promise you the next video will be. Yeah, thank you for your attention to this matter. Bye.
Oh my gosh. The fact that you don't have Shoe doing something funny. That's heartbreaking. You're breaking a spirit there. I don't even want to do the icebreaker thing. An icebreaker. The palette cleanser. I don't even want to do it. I think it's actually, that's where I'm gonna leave it. Because I don't think we need to feel better right now. Sit with that. Just sit with what she's doing, and yeah, we'll get to laughing next week. I suppose I know I called it a SLOP Friday, but or maybe we should. I don't know. What do you guys want? Icebreaker. What do you want to do? Because I'm just thinking, like, will it make me laugh? Maybe it's important to do that. Maybe it is important. Funny cat videos. 19 hours ago. Where's my slop? This is outrageous. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Okay. We'll do it, guys, because we need to also just remember, we need to touch grass. This is us touching grass, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, don't let the black pill consume you, Chintzia. Okay. Right. This is what we can do on the internet, guys. What's grass? This is what we can do on the internet, which is what the internet was created for. It's for sharing things about cats. So, Here we go. Oh! Kittens are so cute, and they get to do. Is grass green at night? Yes, it is. When I go out, it's still green. Okay.
Over these double.
Sorry. Yeah, kittens are so light, they can do all crazy things. This is 20 minutes. We'll let's see how far we can get. Let the fun begin. That's so cute.
No, you jumped over these double.
I really got one for you. Dildo, what is this, Dildy? I don't know. Can we trust Dildy? Let's check it out. I'll check it out. Just a second. No, don't scare your cats like this. No, you and this and these songs. No. No, that's why you don't. What a great time to pause. That's why the wires for Daisy's and Axel's hammocks thing on the windows, they are they are freaking cables, okay? Not string. You need to cat proof that. Unfortunately, what has happened is those suction cups have had a bit of a day. So they've fallen several times, and this has happened to Daisy. We have no camera proof that it's happened, but there's been noises, and yeah, it happened. Oh, they get so scared with these noises. Daisy did that the other day. She got she went around with she got a packet. Watch out when packets go around your cat's neck. But so don't leave packets unattended. Please, all cat owners, dog owners, don't do it. But yeah, she ran around the apartment because this thing was essentially chasing her. Okay, Creamage sent me a few short ones. Let's go to those. Creamage, have you seen your emote yet, sir? I don't know if you're allowed, because you're a mod, you should hopefully be able to use my videos. Okay, let's do a few of these, and I think we can. Sorry, BMO's been removed. He went on the train is essentially what happened to BMO. Okay, let's see here. Oh, otters! But you guys have told me that I've got to beware otters. Guys, hold on. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh. See my dude. She's purring, guys. Anyway, there's Daisy's in the chat. Daisy's in the chat. Sorry, my camera's dying. Okay. I'm watching other cats now, Daisy. Okay, well, these are otters. That's fine. Whoa. That sounds like a freaking a T-Rex. Okay, otter core. That was utterly adorable. Am I right? Okay. I love you. No, that's AI. Come on now. That can't be real. Yeah, I am South African, y'all. But I live in Dubai. So I have electricity and water. Shame. It's so cute. That's what I do to Gordon after I pinch his bum. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love it so much. These are great, Creamage. Creamage is in the chat. Creamy's in the chat. Creamy. Salami? Okay, hold up. Salami. Are you just laughing at my what's the name? My accent. Okay. So we have that. Oh, this one. This is the one that was altered to show. Oh no, it's not the one. Never mind. It's similar. Let's go over here. No, man. I'm almost done, my baby. There you go. Oh, you guys, I'm not sharing it. Sorry. Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear? Did you hear the burp? What does that mean? I wish Axel would just do this to Daisy, but instead he properly bullies her. So Kaiv, what's this now? I can't copy paste this, can I? Can you put it in Discord? Off to work for a few hours. Something. Gordon burp ASMR when? Yeah, that'll be my new, instead of touching grass, it'll be Gordon burping. Yeah. Oh, I found the AI slop that I like, by the way. Yeah, I should have, guys, you know what? Somebody just suggested on Twitter that I should have put the eyeliner. I should have done that. I should have put crazy amounts of eyeliner to be Temu-Shoe, but I'm not making fun of Shoe. Okay, I'm making fun of myself. ADHD chat, go. Okay, hold on. Is it connected? I think so, but who knows? What is this? Cute aggression. But hold on, one more thing. About my the AR slop that I'm into now. Dog podcast. What is it? Not that one. It's this one. It's called the Dog Cast. Okay. So go and subscribe to the Dog Cast if you like AR slop. This is the AR slop that I am interested in. Okay. You guys are here with your bloody Sasquatch shit. But yeah. I haven't watched this one.
All right, everything's plugged in. You didn't chew the mic cable again, did you? I sniffed it. Didn't bite.
I think it's really good the way it's done.
Smells kind of like jerky now, though. All right, cool. Welcome back.
So Wolf Dog, he's Wolf Dog. Maybe I should give you the first the first episode. Well, basically, yeah, it's Wolf Dog and him. They're podcasters together. Podcasters.
Dogcast. I'm Lucky, sitting across from the mystery mutt himself.
He's so cute.
Still not sure what I am, but yeah, let's roll. Yo, do you remember your first howl? Like, the exact moment?
Oh my god, the paw. Come on, guys. Come on. Needs a Doberman. Yeah, well, they should. Go and suggest it on their comments, because they're like, what would you like to see? What conversations, whatever. Because they're at 2,000 subscribers. They deserve a lot more. So go over. It's called The Dog Cast.
I do. Forest was quiet, real still. I just felt it rise up like pressure behind my ribs. Man, that's wild. Did the other wolves join in or what? I mean, not really. They gave me that look. You know, like, close, but not quite one of us. Ha ha.
The laughs are obviously just like they're in the wrong place, but yeah. Like they take up a lot of airtime with their laughs, but it's just cute to see that, because also like animal mouth open equals laugh.
Because you're kind of in between. You've said that before in our first episode. Not fully wolf, not fully dog.
Oh wow, what a beautiful, look at that. The way it goes like that was really good. Kitty fitting the white woman and dog stereotype. Have you seen that guy on Instagram? We should have it on a slop where he goes white women, because so it's a black guy who will show a video of like a girl going, oops, I found a dog, and then it turns out to be a freaking wolf. He's like, white woman ain't scared of shit. It's so great.
Just me, I guess. I mean, still, yeah. If that was a howl and something that you felt, that counts for me at least. Yeah. Even if it didn't echo back. Okay, but wait, are you going to hit us with a live one right now or no? Right now? Drop a like and he will howl, right?
Oh, that's so cute. Guys, drop a like, he'll howl. Daisy, if we get a like on the video, will you purr for us, yeah? No, Daisy's purrs are priceless. You can't make her purr on demand.
Nah. Bro, come on. We are in a small room. It's a dog
Come on, dude. Do it for the listeners. Just a little howl. Half howl.
All right. You asked for it.
Oh, that's a bit horrible. They couldn't make him look like he's howling.
Yo, that was awesome. Like, goosebumps, dude. My ancestors just
Oh, the wagging tail is so cute.
disowned me.
Nope, they're proud. They're like, look at our boy on a dog cast.
All right, that's a good place
Oh, he stood up and wagged his tail.
to stop before we completely lose it. We kindly thank humans for the topic of today's episode.
Yeah, let's wrap it up before you ask me to howl again. Also, yeah, thank you for suggesting.
Fair. Thanks for hanging with us. See you all next time on the Dogcast.
Come on, if that's not slop, what is? Well, apparently this is what slop is, according to Dildy. This will be the last one, boys. I know the headphones are not on the ears, but listen, they don't really need them to be because they got good ears. Technically, the headphones can be over there on the side. Don't scare your dogs, your cats like this, please, please. Like he's properly scared. Come on now. Why? Don't do that. I wonder how Gordon would, because Gordon's very sensitive about Daisy, right? Okay. I got Gordon. If I did that with Daisy, he would be like, "You're exploiting her," and whatever, because he loves his Daisy. Like, don't mess with Daisy. Have you tried the cucumber trick with your cats? Yes, I have. Actually, I've got a very old video. I would have to take it off Facebook. That's how old it is. Where I was like, guys, cats are only scared of surprise cucumbers. Okay, that's it. So I've got a video of my cat sniffing a cucumber. But that's not one of these cats. This was before Daisy and Axel's time. But yeah, the point is, the trick is just, they're eating, they're focused on something, and you put something behind them without them noticing, and they get scared because they're especially Axel would jump 10 feet in the air. He would lose it. He is such a scaredy cat, that Bowie. Like, honestly, you make a sudden noise, he's, oh, what the fuck? And then yeah, Daisy's a little bit better. Anyway, call Gordon to give us another burp. Gordon, my baby. Come burp! Come and burp! He won't do it. He won't do it. He's not going to please you. Mm-mm. What? Do you have a burp on board? No. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. $100 super chat and then he burps.
Apologize to me. I was chilling.
Oh, he came out. I'm sorry, my baby. Okay. Right. Anyway, thank you for the slop suggestion. let's go, boys. That's the end of Slop for Eye Days. Don't take the black pill, I suppose. Touch grass. And thank you for coming around. Yeah, I will see you next week for some curious examination of life. Have a nice life. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I'll see you next time, bro. Okay, thanks. Bye. We're squirky as fuck. Daisy's a mess, but we were having fun the whole time. I'll see you next time, bro. Okay, thanks. Bye. We're squirky as fuck. We're squirky as fuck. Daisy's a mess, but we were having fun the whole time. I'll see you next time, bro. Okay, thanks. Bye. We're squirky as fuck. We're squirky as fuck. We're squirky as fuck. Okay, thanks. Bye.